Michael, a lot of really interesting commentary there, particularly as it pertains to inflation. McMillan saying, look, it is going to be with us forever, largely due to just wage inflation and the stickiness there. What kind of parallels can we draw from this with regard not just to Walmart, but retail in general?
So I think there's three takeaways from the results that we saw from Home Depot and Walmart this morning. Number one, the consumer is navigating around some of the challenges and cross currents that it's experiencing, but it's in a relatively good shape. Consumers got jobs, got a healthy balance sheet, and that's helping support some of these pretty steady overall trends. Two, Home Depot and Lowe's are two of the best operated retailers in the planet. They are taking share. They are leveraging their expenses, and they are navigating through what is a really tricky environment quite well. Number three, with that being said, they both still have to work through some of the excess inventory that they have built up because of the supply chain challenges, because of some of the dynamics in the environment. I think we're going to see that other retailers who are not as astutely managed are having more challenge navigating through this environment. Consumers going to remain relatively steady, going to have to make choices, especially as they get back to some of the pre-COVID behaviors. But these are two stocks I think you can make money on, especially if you look out over the next 12 months, Home Depot and Walmart.
Where do you see those challenges? Because obviously one of the benefits of Walmart that they highlighted was this idea that, they can be competitive on pricing. They're seeing households. The CFO told CNBC that they're seeing households with incomes greater than $100,000 kind of trade down on certain items, whether it's groceries or other items in their stores. Is it kind of the luxury pockets that you think will be more challenged here? Is it more idiosyncratic in terms of just operational and logistics and the ability to really manage margins in terms of against this backdrop with all the macro challenges out there?
So what are the challenges that they're going to have to manage through? If you look back over the last couple of years, it's been as difficult an environment in history for the retail sector. First, a pandemic, then global supply chain challenges, and more recently, inflation. What we're going to see over the coming months and quarters is that the challenges are no less dynamic or intense. They're just going to flare up in different ways. The one quarter, a consumer might be interested in traveling. The next, they might be interested in staying home, especially as the challenges that have persisted are not going to go away. The pandemic is here to stay. As Doug mentioned, wage inflation is here to stay. So it's going to be those retailers who are nimble yet large that are going to really rise to the crop, and that's going to be the likes of Walmart and Home Depot and Target and Lowe's.
Michael, the Walmart stock is right about $10, $9 away from where it was before it first warned, before it had that huge. So it's close to filling in that gap. And I'm wondering if you believe the forecasts that Walmart is giving, because people believed their forecasts and the lowered forecasts the last time, and then got smacked because they lowered them again just weeks later. How confident are you that management actually has a grip on what's going on?
So, Melissa, we look at this as a pendulum. The pendulum swung very hard in 2020, 2021. It swung in the opposite direction in the last year or so. And what we expect from here is more stability, more balance, a steady state environment for Walmart to operate in. As far as the stock, we think $7 of earnings is very realistic for 2023, especially as it gets past some of these challenges and doesn't have to incur them again. And if it's going to trade at a low 20s multiple, which is not far from where a lot of consumer staples trade, like the likes of Procter & Gamble and others, and Walmart is very much a consumer staple in the lives of many consumers in the U.S., it would be a $150 plus stock. So we think there's still more upside from here.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.